Alan here, and greetings from Salt Lake City. It's finally starting to look a little bit like winter here. It snowed this morning, got a couple inches of snow on the ground. And what I want to do is take a few minutes out and spend a little bit of time with you, because every once in a while, when something happens or something changes, everything changes. And that's exactly what has happened here at the Recruiting Mastery event for Send Out Cards out here in Salt Lake City. So I ask you to bear with me for a few minutes, and this is going to be we're going to feel our way through this, because the information is just trickling out. It's been explained to us here at the event. There are about 2,000 people here. It's been a powerful event, I will tell you that. And I'll also tell you, by the way, I'm feeling better. For those of you who know what I've been up to lately, that's why. But Send Out Cards is alive and well, and in fact, in many ways, more alive than ever before. And that's a big deal. So Cody Bateman, the CEO of the company, has done quite a bit. If you were to go to the retail page, which is sendoutcards.com/your ID number, and if you're not a rep yet, go to mine, 89212. You can go to Join Now, and you'll see that there have been some subtle changes in customer accounts, and I'll get into explaining that in a minute. That's just the beginning of the tip of the iceberg of what's been changed here, because the impact of what's been changed is what is so absolutely amazing, so absolutely critical. I also want to point out, and this has existed, but now it's been changed, sendoutcards.biz. Ignore the URL that you see there. Sendoutcards.biz, B-I-Z, /your ID number, in my case, 89212. So if you're not a rep, just go to sendoutcards.biz, /89212. And you can see there are now 4 videos that are going to be on this page. 3 of them are up already. The opportunity video isn't ready yet. The opportunity video will be made very soon. I encourage you, look at the vision video. It's probably the most powerful video you've ever seen. Frankly, the Products Improvement Plan are great videos too. This is a company that gets it. This is a company that knows what they're doing, and this is a company which is headed places. And let me share exactly where. Before I get there, by the way, if you've been unplugged for a while, you want to make sure that you're aware of the fact that Send Out Cards opened up the SOC photo store a couple of months ago. That's now in place, and that's a whole new level of product that people can search and peruse and purchase for their use and for their pleasure, and for those of you in business with us in order to build the business. Now, let me get to some headlines and some specifics, because I'm not going to talk in generalities here, and I'm not going to talk in platitudes. I'm going to give you what's going on. First of all, with respect to customer accounts, there is no longer a wholesale premium account. That is, if somebody wants to buy at the wholesale pricing level with Send Out Cards, you don't need to spend $398 anymore. You get to pick. Do you want a $9.80 subscription for 49-cent points, or a $31 subscription for 31-cent points, and save 35% on all of your points for cards and gifts? Your choice. It's as simple as that, and these subscriptions can be turned on and off, and the points are good for a year. Now, that should make it much easier to gather customers, and face it, that's what the company needs in order to grow. Now, let's talk also, by the way, saturation. This is another point that was made that really stuck in my head. Netflix has 25 million customers. Now, would you agree that Netflix probably still has some room to grow? Send Out Cards has 100,000 customers. Does that suggest to you exactly how much room there is for Send Out Cards to grow? All right? So think about that. Think about what we're really talking about here. Okay, now, what about becoming a distributor? Becoming a distributor now is no longer $457. You can drop the price by 36% to $295. And for an analytical guy like me, the first thought in my mind was, what about the commissions? The commissions were actually increased. They were increased. And yes, I crunched the numbers, not that I matter, but I see where the money is coming from, and I see that the company is going to be profitable, which, if you understand, that's important. The company does need to make money, and the company will make money with their current plan. Now, here are some other significant changes. All senior distributors, and you only need 3 recruits to become a senior distributor, and there is one other requirement that I'll talk about in a moment. You need 3 recruits to become a senior distributor. They will now earn overrides. It's a $40 override on anyone in depth as a senior distributor, unlimited depth. Unlimited depth. That's $40 for anybody in your senior distributor coded group. That was one of the major criticisms of the Send Out Cards plan in the past. And all of you who are currently distributors are now senior distributors. So even if you've recruited no one onto your team, you are now a senior distributor. So with your first recruit, you will earn overrides. Now, this is new and this is big, and let me tell you, Cody got up and in explaining the certified training program over the last couple of days, he said something very clear and very succinct. He met with some of the top leaders in the network marketing industry, not Send Out Cards, in network marketing in general. And they're now looking at what Send Out Cards is doing, and they're seeing a parallel between Send Out Cards and a company that I won't name that existed a decade or more ago that went from about a $56 million volume to about $700 million in volume in a scant few months. What did it? A training program. Now, training, I'm sure you'd all agree, is important. How about training that you, as a distributor, can be paid to do for other distributors? How's that? So in other words, somebody joins your team or somebody joins somebody else's team, and if you are a certified trainer, a senior certified trainer, or an executive certified trainer, I was at the event here, if you are one of those, then you're going to get paid for training new people, whether they're your own or whether they're somebody else's. You're going to get paid for training new people. That's going to really set this company on fire. It's going to set it on fire. And again, a company not to be named, over a decade ago, grew by more than tenfold in a matter of a few months when that happened, and Send Out Cards is roughly in the same position as that company was at the beginning of its growth curve. You can bet that some of the top networkers in the world are now looking at Send Out Cards, and Send Out Cards is looking at expanding its reach throughout the world. Now, there is an opportunity, as I mentioned, for you to become a certified trainer, and details on that are going to come out. They're going to encourage certified trainers to be on every team, so that a senior distributor, a new distributor who becomes a distributor today or tomorrow or the next day or whatever, is going to go out and have to get 3 people to become a senior distributor. They're going to have to get 2 customers in order for the person who recruited them to get paid, and that's a big deal. Now, you might look at that and go, well, you got to do work? Well, think about it. Think about how that's going to drive the engine here. Remember what I said before. Netflix has 25 million customers. Send Out Cards has 100,000. It should not be very difficult to get somebody to look at a $9.80 subscription. And believe me, I've got ideas to help you make that happen so that everybody gets 2 customers. That's not going to be a big deal. And you'll have the option of enrolling to get trained yourself as a certified trainer, or as you move up the ranks, a senior certified trainer or an executive certified trainer. And those people are going to be paid in order to go out and do the training. Now, as I indicate in my outline here, that's got immediate advantages, because if you think about it, you bring a new person in, what do you want to do? You want to get them 2 new customers. Why? If no other reason, you want to get paid. But in addition to that, and again, they're only $9.80 a month subscriptions. This is not like you're asking people to go out and invest in gold. So, although it is gold in a way, think about it. What it's going to do is it's going to get your new person engaged. It's going to get you to raise the volume going through your business, and you're going to have an opportunity, if you become a trainer, to train that person and make immediate money. Make immediate money. It's going to make this entire hamster cage run faster and faster and faster than ever before. So, am I excited? Yes. Am I committed to Send Out Cards as a program that I am going to help build and help you build? Absolutely. Does that mean that I don't have time for other things? Well, we can talk about that some other time. The answer is yes, I do. But the reality is, I have been for the last 2 years focused on Send Out Cards. I've made it to the senior manager level. I'm aiming for executive. And in order to reach executive, Send Out Cards says to me, very simple, you got to help 5 people become senior manager. You could be one of those 5 people. You could be one of those 5 people that I want to drive to senior manager, so that you're going to make a ton of money as I make a ton of money, and I eventually get that pay increase and that rank increase to executive. So it's not about me, it's about you. It's about helping you to achieve what you want to achieve. And based on the training that we had this morning, the Blueprint for MLM, Unbelievable training. I will be doing some training on that as I run webinars over the next several days. So keep your eyes peeled to my emails and look for when I'm going to run a webinar, and don't miss any. All right, Alan signing out. You have a great day.